Hello and welcome. I'm Arumba. Thank you for tuning in. This will be the 44th episode of Crusader Kings Let's Play Gotland Heretic Republic. And so, where we left off last, we were obliterating Sweden, removing them from the history files. I've just declared war again. We're murdering a child, all in a day's work. Patrician Ulf needs to die. And let's get right to the gameplay. Ooh, we create the Kingdom of Lithuania. Alright, so it's been a long time. It's been 44 episodes, but now we finally get to talk about a new topic. So, in order to create a kingdom, you have to hold, or actually any title, you have to hold at least 50% of the de jure territory. De jure. I've forgotten already how to say that. De jure. De jure. It should be de jure. I mean, just look at it. It's de jure. De jure. But no, it's de jure. Alright, so, anyway, in order to create say a duchy, I'm gonna go over here to Ireland for a moment to use that as an example. Again, this is in the forums and in the game itself, this is basically considered tutorial island. Like, this is where you go to play, if you're brand new. So in order to create the Duchy of Connacht, I would need to hold at least 50% of the de jure titles. Now, conveniently, there's only 2, so if you hold at least 1 of them, you're allowed to create the duchy. If, on the other hand, you had the title here, the Duchy of Munster, it's got 3. So in order to create this, you need to have at least 2 of the 3 to surpass the 50% de jure requirement. Same thing holds true for usurpation. If you're going to usurp it from somebody and just steal it from them, even though they already have it, whether you deserve it or not, you can usurp it if you control the majority of the land. And then for the next level up, like kingdoms, it's the same way, except based on duchies. And actually, it's actually more based on the total number of counties. So, like, the Kingdom of Ireland has 13 counties, and you need to hold at least 7 of them. That would be more than 50%. So because of that holy war that we just won, we apparently now control the majority of Lithuania. So Lithuania is made up of these duchies, and each duchy within it is made up of these counties. And we hold, how much of it? We hold 9 of the 16, so we've got 56%. It would cost us 200 gold and 200 piety to create, which is nothing. We gain 400 prestige from it, so that's good. And then also it elevates us to king status, which allows us to have dukes underneath us. So I'd actually be I'd be finally able to go through and create all the duchies in the realm, and then hand them off, so I've got fewer vassals to manage. That would make my plotting a little bit easier. It'd give me fewer people to invite to plot, but it would also increase the effectiveness of my advisors, right? Because I've got fewer people to manage, that means that it's fewer bribes to do in order to get good relationships. It's fewer counselor actions like improved diplomatic relations or scheming or those things to get what I want. So it's easier to manage a large realm if you delegate and have a lot of vassals and like layers to your vassals. So now, in the past, it used to be that every time you created a new title and like elevated your status, you would get a short reign penalty because you've just barely had the title. In the most recent patch in the Republic, they changed it, so now it's based on how long you've ruled a character. So there's absolutely no disadvantage whatsoever to me creating the kingdom, where before it would be like killing your character and starting fresh with a brand new short reign penalty. Now it's just a free upgrade, and they don't care that my title has increased. It also is going to give us the ability to start doing crown laws, which is kind of neat. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. We are now, we're still the Republic of Gotland, but we're also going to hold the Kingdom of Lithuania. So, nope, we don't want to create the Duchy of Livonia, we want to create the Kingdom of Lithuania. So, bam. Prince Mayor Arumba the Gentle has created the title Most Serene Republic of Lithuania. So yes, well actually I guess in that case we're not the Republic of Gotland, we're now the Republic of Lithuania. But we can always change it if we want. Still can't move our capital. But now we have access to crown laws. So crown laws are going to start off at low. This allows us to revoke titles. No, we cannot. Yes, we can. We can revoke titles. We are allowed to appoint army leaders. and we have a minimum levy. So regardless of our vassals' opinions of us, they have to provide us with at least 20% of their maximum army. You're still going to get a better army by just having good relations, but if you have a huge realm, that's one of the reasons why the Holy Roman Emperor has so much damn power, is that even if his vassals don't like him, we can see the crown authority of the Holy Roman Empire by pressing O, I think it is? No, P. P shows us the empires, and we can see he's got medium crown authority. So medium crown authority gives him 40% minimum. So at the very least, he's operating at about half strength at all times. And that's in a worst case scenario. Anyway, so yeah, I guess perhaps I should change the title of the playlist. I mean, now we're the Grand Most Serene Republic of Lithuania. I probably won't, but yeah, what's up? What's beyond this? Can we create let's create an empire. Is there any empire above us that we can create? Scandinavia. We need to expand that way, so we can create Scandinavia. The most serene Republic of Scandinavia. Alright, where were we? Let's go kill Sweden. Yes, kill the kid. He has my toy. Kind of a random thought, but I remember I got a comment a little while back from I think it was Navarin, our heir, stating that he would watch a video of me playing Hello Kitty or something like that. And at first I misunderstood your comment. I thought you meant, hey, that's a cool game, you should go play it. And I was like, Hello Kitty, really? I don't know about that. That's kind of that's a weird suggestion. And then I understood your actual comment, and I just thought it was funny. But I really did think for a moment that you were telling me I should go play that game. And I wasn't going to do it. I'm sorry. Alright, so we can land there. Yeah, because we own this city here, and it's actually going to take me a moment to get used to. So our coat of arms changed as well. It changed from this little, I don't know, what is that? Looks like a sheep. I don't like that. A sheep? That's kind of sheepish. But it changed from that to this. So we're on a horse now, apparently. And you can actually develop your own custom coat of arms for your house, which is this thing, but you can't really modify the title coat of arms, which is unfortunate. I mean, you can. It's just not something you can do in-game. You've actually got to edit the game files. I could, if enough people were interested, create a video to show you how to do that. But I don't know. I don't know if that's something people would really want to see. What are we doing? Oh, shoot. Why am I here? We're attacking this. Yeah, so, okay, so now what I'm going to do, so, we've talked about delegation, but before I do that, I want to just check on the status of the conversion. And, if I were to give away the duchies, as long as I am the one that has appointed the capital, like the counts of each title, I'm okay with giving away the titles now, because I know that, like, let's take this this duchy right here. So it's this area, these 3 counties, and you can tell that there's a ruler in each one because each one of them has these little icons. Whereas if you look at my land, which is these 3, notice how there's no little icon on this land. Nothing. That tells you that it's not owned, that's not a capital, and somebody else owns this land, and that's who it is. And you can actually do that anywhere here too. So if we look at like the Holy Roman Emperor, I can tell pretty quickly, just based on the size of these icons, this is the largest, so that's indicating the empire's capital. This is going to be a duchy, that's a duchy. This little tiny one right here, that's a count. So he's a little single county count, holds that thing right there. And so like these ones here, I know, okay, so nothing is there. So that tells me that that is owned by somebody, but by who? This is a vassal to a vassal. So we can check and see that this guy owns these areas. So it just kind of lets you see, like, you know, the distribution of power. So if I'm looking up here, I can see, okay, yes, I've already made sure that these are independent. If I were to create this duchy, actually I already have it apparently. If I were to give this duchy to one of these three, I know that they only own one of the holdings, so I wouldn't be losing any of the advisors we talked about. He'll still have one advisor, he'll have one advisor, and then the Duke tier guy is going to have one advisor. So it's okay, in my opinion, at this point, to give away the title and make it a little bit easier for me to manage. Also, this guy doesn't like me because I'm the wrong government. He desires the Republic of Bergslagen, that's the duchy, because it's not, I don't have any titles in this county, or in this duchy, and I have the king level title now. He thinks that he should be the Duke. So he doesn't like me very much. The levy he's providing is, well, he has none to provide, but if he did, it would be very small. In fact, if I wanted to look at it, I could go in here and I could see, alright, so vassals, let's find that guy real quick. Let's find the Count Anders. So we can go to vassals, let's sort by name, and let's find Count Anders. There he is right there. So, could provide to you at most 0 troops. Of this, you are able to raise 20%, 0, due to the laws. And, you know, it'd probably be more clear if he actually had an army to use as an example. But my point is, he doesn't like me very much, because he wants to be ruled by a king, not a doge, because I'm a republic and he is a feudal lord. But what I can do is bury him, and actually, I'm glad I'm looking at this. Too many held duchies, -30. So I apparently have a lot of duchies, and I do need to get rid of them, because now that I'm king tier, I'm only allowed to have 2 duchies. So, anyway, I can bury this guy underneath a mayor, and in that way, his opinion of me doesn't matter. So I'm going to give it away to one of these 2 guys, probably this one because he's on the coast. And I like for people to, ideally the closer he is to my county capital, the better, just because when I raise the army, it'll automatically raise in the capital of the Duke. You can raise it in other counties, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm talking too much. Anyway, I'm going to make this guy the Duke. So I'm going to go here, and yes, you get to have the Republic of Bergslagen. I'm going to click this Include Lower Titles button, which isn't going to do anything in this case, but what it would do is, if, for example, I had one of these counties, like a holding here, it would give that to him as well. So it just makes it clean. I want him to rule this entire county, this entire duchy. So here, that's yours. So those icons disappear, and now there's one slightly larger icon letting me know there's a Duke there. Now he loves me because I gave him a duchy, +60. I still need to give away at least 2 more duchies. Each duchy is a stacking penalty of -10 for every duchy that you hold beyond 2. So I have 4 right now. If we look at it, we can see that, yeah, I've got the Republic of Västergotland, the Republic of Östergötland, the Republic of Skane, and the Republic of Gotland, which is titular. Titular just means that there is no de jure area to it. It's kind of a balance mechanic so that they can, you know, make me into a duke even though there's other land. Right, so, alright, so he loves me. That's good. Which means that when I get my liege levy from this guy, the Grand Mayor Egil, let's go look at that. So again, we'll sort by name. Let's find Egil. Egil, E. Now when we look at him, because he has perfect opinion of us, we're going to get the maximum possible levy that we could from this guy. And that's going to include all of his vassals. So even though this guy, and he does like us a lot better now because he's not directly underneath us. So even though this guy hated us a minute ago, now he's okay with us, and he's going to provide a lot of levy to this guy who loves us. So you can kind of see here how it's kind of a convoluted, long explanation, but by burying counts underneath your mayors, you're able to get the levy of the castle. So you never really want to have counts directly directly beneath you. Whew, that's a lot of talking. Right. So before we create any more duchies, let's go through and look at our duchies. We're going to have to keep that one. We don't have any territory here, but I'd like to have some. It's really good land. We do have some territory there. Nothing here. So I'm looking at the tint. So this is light green, lets me know that I have some land here. This is darker green. I know I don't have anything here. So these two guys. This is a 2-county duchy. No, it's not. It's 3-county duchy. 1, 2, 3. We don't have Viken yet, but I can see 1, 2, so I know that they're all created. So I can safely give it away. Let's give it to not the Count, because the Count would not like us, because we are not a wrong government type. Let's give it to the mayor. So you get that county, that duchy rather. There you go. Now he is very soon going to go to war with Viken. Assuming he has... No, never mind. Never mind. That's the Holy Roman Empire. He's not going to attack them. But he has a de jure claim on Viken because it's part of his duchy. It's part of Gotland. He is the Duke of that county. He should own it. And actually he's not the Duke. He's the Grand Mayor because he's in a republic. But he should have that county. So now he loves us. The Count loves us. And we need to get rid of at least one more. Republic of Gotland. I might just give that away. That is our main title, but it doesn't have any de jure. Damn it. De jure title land. I really hate to give this one away because I want it. I want this land. This is like some of the best land in our kingdom. If we look at the, what is it? F, I think. No. G H I C Z U U. This is the income screen. Yeah, so this is 65, 68, 57, 50. Yeah, this is some very high income land right here. I'd hate to give that away. But we have Sajalan, so... Alright, let's give this one away. One little icon, 2, 3, 4, so it's all separated, perfect for conversion. And actually it's all converted already, so it's very safe to give away. And then let's pick the guy that likes us probably the least. And the reason I like to do it that way is that if I give it to this guy, he's going to like me even more, but he's already at positive 83. If I give it to this guy, he's going to like me a ton, and then these guys are going to still like me. This guy's also ambitious. Now, in a kingdom, when you are playing as a feudal ruler, you need to be very careful with ambitious players, because they've got the castle, they'll have a lot of levy, and they're usually going to rebel and be very, very dangerous. In a republic, it's not quite as big of a deal, and I actually kind of like having ambitious vassals because they're going to go to war on their own. And this guy's going to make a lot of money, even just as a mayor right now with no vassals of his own. In fact, the only thing he has is a castle and a bishopric, which isn't going to provide him very much income. Like if we look at his situation here, he's got 65 gold a year in income on his own, 5 gold comes from the church, nothing from the castle, right? Because the laws in our kingdom are that castles pay no taxes. So he's getting like, he's getting like nothing as far as income from his vassals, but he does get a little bit of a levy. So when I make him a duke tier and he's got more people underneath him, he's going to have at least 1, 2 mayors underneath him that are going to be paying him tons of tax. This guy's making 81 gold a year, this guy's making 85, and this guy is making, this is a castle, so yeah, we definitely want to bury this duchy. Get rid of that count. So, yes, so when I make him a duke tier, he's going to have a lot more income, and he's going to use that income to hire the mercenaries and go to war. So he will expand the realm for us and not have to deal with truces and things, because his wars won't be considered my wars. So it is advantageous, I think, to have ambitious vassals, because I want him to expand. I want him to do it in a controlled way, so I'll murder him if he pisses me off. But anyway, so grant landed title, you can have the Duchy of Skane. Now, because I'm giving him a duchy, but he's underneath me, he is not going to go and create his own individual republic. It is called a republic here, but it is not going to be... He doesn't get his own little deal. If he wasn't beneath us, I would have just created another one of these, another you know, another republic in the world. But because of that, he still falls underneath us. And we're really dominating this, aren't we? Alright, let's steal another trade post, and I've been talking for probably 15 minutes. This may have been the most boring episode, or perhaps the most entertaining. I guess, I don't know, it really depends. I don't know. I'm trying to balance it between gameplay and... you are the wrong religion, dude. Special interest, so I don't forget. He's a mayor, so I do want him to like me. Right, so I'm going to wait for him to accept plot, and then I'm going to ask him to convert before I forget. And then I'm going to end the video because I've been talking for 20 minutes, and anyway. Yes, so I'm trying to balance it, but sometimes you just got to talk for a while, you know? I mean, I do figure if you've been watching this thing so far, there's like probably 20 hours of gameplay that's been uploaded. If you're actually watching this episode, you're probably used to me talking a lot, so I guess I shouldn't really worry about it. I mean, you know, you're still here 20 hours later, so you must on some level enjoy hearing me rant and rave. Otherwise, you're a masochist. You just like it. You like to be abused. What am I doing? Somebody tell me what I'm doing. This guy. Where did he go? You. Convert. Alright. Okay, there we go. So, in the next episode, we will actually play the game instead of talking the whole time. And, but that's, I mean, it was a big change, though. I think it was important because, I mean, we just became a king, we have to delegate, and I got rid of all the duchies except for 2. We just have 2 republics now, so now when we look over our vassals, this guy's upset that I fired him. I seize his trade post. He wants to be on the council. But for the most part, pretty much everyone's going to love us. I think we're amazing, because we are. So, thank you so much for watching. In the next episode, I promise I won't talk nearly as much. Maybe. Well, maybe not. I might talk a lot. So, we'll see. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much.